Alright, in this lesson, I'm going to start the process of turning our polygon objects into subdivisional surfaces. Now, one of the beautiful things about subdivisional surfaces is the ability to crease and do partial creases. And in our Maya Basics series, we taught you, when we made the windshield, the difference between a partial crease and a full crease. What we didn't go into is the fact that you can add partial creases on top of each other to really refine the edge so you get a beautiful bevel. Now, mind you, this does increase tessellation. I mean, it blows out the number of triangles or quads that you're going to end up with. But if you're doing a very high resolution print image, it's okay, right? You got all those polygons to play with. You're not deforming it. You're not moving it around. Even if this car was going to be animated, we could easily take this low-res object, animate it, and then attach that animation to the high-res and drive that. So there's always ways to work around when you need high-res meshes. Let's get started working with some sub-Ds. All right, I only want to look at the hood right now, so let's just go up here and view selected. Now, you can see this hood is very faceted, right? And when I mean faceted, you can see all the polygon faces. But the good thing about polygons is you got these beautiful edges. And it's very difficult to get those kinds of edges with NURB surfaces. However, when we turn this into a subdivisional surface, and the shortcut is Alt tilde, which is right next to the number 1 key, look what happens. Everything got rounded out. And that's because the system is trying to make this as smooth as possible. Right? Now you can hit 2 and 3, just like you do in NURB surfaces. So you got 1, 2, and 3. And that'll show you different levels of smoothness. However, if I was to turn on the rest of my parts here, let me just tear that off and see how this doesn't match up anymore? Things are not where I planned them to be. So now what we're going to do is actually get into some creasing. And with this creasing, you can get some very, very, very good results. So let me jump into edge mode. And if you look on a polygon surface, it's almost like you're looking at hulls on a NURBS surface. Right? So we could actually select these. These are edges. Okay, and like I said, they act like hulls on a NURBS surface, which is kind of cool. They kind of float on the surface of our object. Okay, I'm going to select all these all the way around. And you notice they are solid lines. Okay. And I'm going to go to my subdivisional surfaces menu in my modeling menu set. And I'm going to come down and choose partial crease. I'm going to add this to my shelf. There it is. So when I click it once, you notice how now the edge got crisper. Okay, so here's before and after. Okay, now watch when I do it again. Alright, so now if you take a look, I have a beautiful bevel on here. All the way around. A very nice, clean, and crisp bevel. And that's what I want. However, my corners are not very sharp. So to tweak that, what we can do is select these edges. Okay, so we'll select that one. We'll select, this is the edge going up and down. Okay, so those 3 edges, and then we're going to go up here and choose full crease. I'll add that to my shelf. And when I run that, you notice how that automatically jumped to the ends? So take a look. I have a very smooth hood with a very clean bevel and a great looking corner. That's going to be the advantages of using subdivisional surfaces over other types of geometry. Now, you can still tweak in this mode. So let's say I want to move this forward like that. I still have the ability to go in there and tweak. And later on I'll show you why we were going to refine and tweak further and further and further until we get the exact same shape that we want. Alright, next I'll work on the front fender.